just woken up and driven inland from Cairns to Palm Cove area, and we're just doing the drive all along the beach. It's so beautiful, and oh, there's just blue everywhere. I don't know how people live here. It is such a tease seeing that blue water and then seeing all the signs that say don't swim crocodiles or Uruganji or jellyfish, so many things.
Yesterday we drove further north and ended up at a sweet little spot called Wonga Beach, which is about 30 kilometres north of Port Douglas. We spent the night there, and this morning we woke up to such a good sunrise.
Oh, it was so beautiful.
The guy told us they'd get really good sunrises, and we're like, yeah, whatever, but it was pretty amazing.
I woke up to Kai scruffling around in the bed. I'm like, what are you doing? He's like, the sunrise. I was like, oh, that's right.
Yeah, so we got watched the sunrise, and then the bait fish and the prawns jumping on the high tide were crazy. So I decided to grab my fishing rod, went for a little flick with the lure, caught my first fish of the trip.
Yeah, I could see Kai halfway down the beach like holding up something. I was like, what is that?
It was just a little brim, nothing to brag about, but it was good to get on the score sheet.
Yeah, he's got his first fish. We're on.
Yeah, and then because there were so many prawns jumping, heaps of people were cast netting. I don't have a cast net, so I decided to try my luck of basically going out into the water and sort of beaching the prawns, like running through a big heap of prawns and beaching them up on the beach.
Yeah.
I spent probably an hour doing it, and in that hour I managed to get about 10 prawns, which was, you know, all right, a bit of bait plus a little bit of bait fish as well. So now I have some bait that I can actually go fishing with.
Yeah. Send your mum back.
So now we just stocked up some supplies and we're heading further north up to
Cape Trib.
Into the Daintree. We're about to hop on the ferry to cross over into the Daintree, which is very exciting.
Yes, I know.
And I think we're going to spend a few days at least up here.
It is disembark from the ferry.
Yeah, we'll disembark from the ferry.
Suri's like, get off the ferry. I'm like, Suri.
Suri's like, you're on water. How are you doing this? Vanny does not just go full drive. He goes over boating as well.
Starting route to Cape Tribulation.
Well, we made it to Cape Trib. This is the long stretch along Mile Beach, right up to, I guess that's what they call Cape Tribulation, up around there. Big long stretch beach. It's where the Daintree Rainforest meets the Great Barrier Reef right here, standing between two historical landmarks, nature reserves. What do you think, Alan?
Very pretty. You can't quite see how nice the water is, but through your sunnies, it's so blue. Good morning.
Oh, good morning.
We've just woken up along Cape Trib at Noah's Beach, and there is not a soul in sight. No crocs.
Look out for the croc.
There's a croc coming. No jellyfish, and we just went for a swim. And
How good does it feel to be back in the
ocean? So good. We've missed it.
This is where we're staying for the next couple nights in the Daintree. It's our setup with our new fly screen on there that we're testing out. And just behind me is access to the beach, which is only like 50 metres straight from our bed right onto the beautiful Noah Beach. Oh, little tanglies. How good is this? No one about at all today, at least. How good. This is inside our little fly screen. Open it up. This little den in here. Double fly screen. Cool anyway in here. A little safari tent. Might sleep out here tonight. Going to make some damper. Definitely not the traditional way, but we're in the Daintree, so we can't really have fires or anything. So I'm going to make it, or attempt to make it in our camp cooker on the stove. We need a little bit of flour, butter, milk, pinch of salt. See how we go. A little damper pot. In she goes. Lock her in for 30 or so minutes. See how she goes. Cute. Bunch on the bottom.
Had a swim at Emmagen Creek and it's crystal clear. So nice. Never mind the crop sign. That was just a few hundred meters down there, but look at that. Stunning. It was really clear and there was like lots of little fishies.
Someone's about to cross over the creek, I think.
Someone's about to cross over the creek. That's pretty much as far as you can go two-wheel drive is Emmagen Creek in the Daintree, and then you have to kind of head back down, don't you?
Yeah, we go towards that, if you keep following that up in the Bloomfield track towards Cape.
There they go. A bus is crossing. Go bus! Adventure bus.